women are monetized nowadays. A lot of them are monetized in some way, whether it's sugar babying, straight up,
Yep.
OnlyFans, Cash App, feet pictures. Like, women are able to monetize nowadays off their sexuality to an unknown like unprecedented levels, right? Thanks to internet. And, basically the internet has made it where it's like a global international stripping pole for them to use to monetize their sexuality. Like, we've never seen anything like this before, where a girl literally in Spain, right, can go ahead and talk to a dude in New York City and like arrange something and get paid for it.
Yeah.
Right. And then the other thing also is that now they can operate with anonymity. So she can strip some days, do OnlyFans, do escorting, also be a sugar baby. Like, I've dealt with these girls. They've come on the show a bunch of times where they literally do a combination of all of them. Selling feet pictures to one guy,
right,
doing some dancing on the other side. Girls are absolutely able to monetize their sexuality now to unprecedented levels.
And some have boyfriends, husbands, which is insane.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah.
Or, worse yet, they get with a guy and he doesn't know that she used to do this shit. Or she might still be doing this shit.
Yeah. There was a clip that went around recently. I know it was a dude that was on the Whatever podcast. Like, when I was on the Whatever podcast, his ex was on it, and she was like a porn star and did like escorting on the side, did a whole bunch of stuff on the side.
Shit.
And when we were on the show, she said like, "Oh, I have a boyfriend, I have a husband, a fiance." It was actually. And then they had the two of them on the next show or whatever. And now it's been like, a year or two later, and the dude's back on the show. He's like, "She cheated on me. She broke up with me. Like, she broke it off with me." I'm
The
like,
guy's from the UK?
Why are you surprised? No, this guy was American. This guy was American.
Oh shit!
I'm like, why are you surprised? Like, the girl who's like, you're engaged to her and she's doing like escorting on the side, and you're surprised that she like broke it off with you.
Yo,
like, because he gave like the energy the guy gave off was very like.
Most white guys need to understand this stuff, man. Like, there's just some women that you just should not commit to, and that he learned the hard way.
Unfortunately,
right?
Yeah.
Like, men got to learn by getting burned a few times that, maybe I shouldn't engage with these types of women.
Yeah, it's like, how you say like, the average guy should probably sleep with like 50 women to try to kind of understand female nature. Yeah. I don't like. Because a lot of people would probably give you shit for that statement.
Yeah,
right?
A lot of these stupid trad cons
that
don't live in reality.
But I get what you're trying to say when you say that. Like, obviously the number isn't going to be exactly 50 for like every guy.
Of course.
Like some guys, like for me, it took more than that.
Yeah.
It took me a lot more than that to try to finally like to pattern recognize it, to like get it, and to like get rid of my like old blue pill delusional thinking. And other guys, it only takes like a couple.
Yeah.
And they'll get it like a lot quicker. But that's I think that's the goal is like just understand until you can understand true female nature, you're gonna get taken advantage of.
Yep.
And I think the key is when sex no longer has like power,
and that's
over
their
you.
job is to take advantage of you. I think men need to understand this too. Like, they can't get mad. Like, their job is to extract resources from you, unbeknownst to you, and without you getting anything in return. That's literally what we're designed to do, is extract resources from men. So it's like, don't get mad at them for finessing you. It takes two to finesse. If you don't know better, then you're an idiot.
And it's love purity too. It's love purity first.
Yeah.
I'm an angel, no past at all. Wife me up. But little do you know, she's the OnlyFans and escorting on the side.
Bro, you take an average 21-year-old chick versus an average 21-year-old guy, bro. She's running laps on that.
Yeah.
Like, she's getting way more attention, way more dudes, probably more partners. Like, not even close.
Just way more social. She's way more socialized.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, the reason she's able to do that is because she's just had way more social experience and way more sexual attention.
Yep.
So like, she's just learned the game at like 16, 18.
You know what's scary? So I got a friend.
Versus you're getting in the game maybe at 18 or 21.
Exactly.
Yeah. You mentioned
30.
You mentioned like 18, right? So by 18, they're actually learning about sugar sites. So they get on apps at 18 years old. And then their friends are saying, hey, hop on this app. This guy will pay your rent, whatever, pay whatever you want. And that's the norm from 18-year-old
Bro, we had a chick
nowadays.
on our show. She walked the stage for a high school graduation and was on OnlyFans, and she threw money up in the air when she got her diploma.
Yeah, the blonde girl from Ohio.
She was literally on OnlyFans as a high school student, bro. She turned 18 because the middle of her senior year, and then when she graduated, she literally threw money up in the air.
It's nuts. I've seen stories about girls going like talking to their like career counselor, and they're like, "What are you gonna do?" And they're leaving high school, and they're like, "I'm gonna do OnlyFans," because that's all they see. That's all they see. They see these stories about girls making millions and millions of dollars. Meanwhile, the average creator makes $200 a month.
Yep.
Across the board. It's like telling. telling girls, like telling young girls especially, like, oh, you're going to make millions on OnlyFans is like telling every black kid in inner city Chicago that he's going to make it to the NBA.
Yeah.
It's complete horseshit.
Yeah, it's not happening.
It's not happening.
And you know, and when you look at like the biggest female creators that make the most money, all of them sexualize themselves. Almost all of them.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's someone that's doing softcore shit like Pokimane, or doing full-on pornography or OnlyFans like Amaranth or whatever, like all these girls that make a bunch of money, they're all sexualizing themselves to some level to make the money. Very few actually make it off of their brain.
Even Amaranth said that she wouldn't recommend girls to start now because you won't make a lot of money.
Well, it's saturated.
Yeah,
it's that market is totally saturated.
Yeah,
you have to do, in order for you to even break through, you have to do something extreme,
Bonnie Blue,
like a Lily Phillips, just to break through. Like the
all the noise.
Yeah, to break through all the noise, to get attention. Yeah. You have to do something extraordinary. I don't know what's going to happen next. What are we going to do? Where could it possibly go next?
5,000 guys?
What some wild, fuck, man.
Bro. 1,000's crazy.
I mean, yeah, like we have unprecedented levels of nowadays. and we promote that. Like I can't tell you how many girls like, oh yeah, I dropped out of college to do OnlyFans, or I was a lawyer and I dropped out of only, like it's like completely socially acceptable to, you know, let women operate like and with zero impunity, because look, let's be honest, the rest of the internet, they don't give a shit. They encourage this bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? I think like the manosphere, the red pill in general, we're like the last stand
line of defense
against this fucking bullshit that's going on. Right? And obviously everyone relentlessly attacks us for it. Oh, you guys are misogynist, you guys are chauvinistic, you guys are assholes, you guys are sexist, but like honestly, like we're protecting you dumbasses from yourself, because if we let this continue to happen, right? Some dumb 18-year-old girl thinks this is a fast way for me to make money, and then I can, like, you know, kind of pivot and find a man in the future. No, you can't. Like, you're cooked. And I don't think a lot of these women understand the serious ramifications and consequences of doing this shit.
Yeah, it's coming to bite a lot of them in the ass.
Yeah,
that's for certain. Like you talk to a lot of girls who are trying to get out of it and trying to find a husband, and it's like why won't these guys take me seriously? They'll try to be sneaky about it, and then like their mother or their sister or a friend will accidentally dob them in and reveal to the guy, oh, she used to do OnlyFans, she used to do like out and have sex on camera and stuff, and it just like it
Here's
just
my
creates
theory, bro.
problems, man.
My theory, they're going to. My theory is that we're going to see more women on antidepressant medication. We're going to see more women single. We're going to see more women sad and lonely than ever before in the next 20 years, because obviously, you know, we have this OnlyFans and sex worker culture that we have for women, right? And it's out in the open. Women have been doing this shit forever, finessing dudes, but now it's like encouraged and openly out there on the internet.
Right.
We are going to see the ramifications of this in the next 20 to 30 years.
Yeah.
So Sterling, I know you've dealt with probably a lot of stars in industry, high level, low level, but I've seen from people I've been around that they're depressed. They make a lot of money, but they're single. Guys always come in and out. It's like a rotating door, and they can't find a husband or boyfriend. I think the solution maybe is too far gone, but can they ever be saved, bro? You think?
Well, like I know a lot of girls who've come out of the industry. Not a lot, but I know a handful at least who've come out of the industry and are kind of in a situation like me, where it's like a retired repenting sort of situation. And they're actually doing really good. They're doing great. Like the ones who kind of look back on it with and are like, you know what, we shouldn't be doing this. You know, like I know one girl she was like one of the first girls to ever do like the whole stepmom thing. Like literally shot one of the first ever like stepmom, stepson genre scenes or whatever, and she was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? And now she was like a typecast as a MILF for like her whole career or whatever. And now she helps other ex-porn stars get out and find a new career. You know? And I know a couple of girls who are doing something similar to that. And it's like they're doing great. They're actually like their husbands are like they've got a guy in their life. They're like, a lot of them have converted to Christianity. But then you've got this like there's a bunch of women who are like kind of on their way out, or they can't. They've always got like one foot in the door.
Yeah, still,
you know, and it looks like they're having a rougher time. It typically looks like they're having a bit of a rougher time.
Yeah. It's sad, but they chose that path.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, I feel for these people. Like they're like a lot of these were my colleagues.
They want love too, man.
Yeah, and they're not bad. They're not bad people. You know, I don't want. I want to make that pretty clear. Like all these girls that a lot of dudes will like shit on them for being like whores and whatever. Like they're actually really lovely. You know, they're genuine. They're just they like to fuck.
Misguided.
They like to fuck, and they're misguided about like, you know, like this being a career with zero consequences.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I think that's the
definitely.
big thing is they're aloof to like the serious consequences that are coming their way, and they don't
Yeah.
learn it until it's too late.
Yeah, I mean, man, I think society needs like you need
Well, it's the oldest profession for a reason, right?
like you need in a society, right? Because like not every young guy is going to be able to like find a wife like straight away, you know, and like there's that male urge to procreate and stuff, and guys, you know, if a guy's got a little bit of experience, he's typically more attractive and stuff like that. But a society that is just all, or a society that pedestalizes and tries to make everybody and monetize it, it throws the balance off. You know, so in the same way that if you can't have a society that's just all playboys, right? You can't. It doesn't work.
Wouldn't work, yeah.
It would never work. To have a functioning society, it's not possible. You know, we need stable families to build a goddamn society.
Yeah.
You know, so it's the balance is off, and like there have always been promiscuous women. It's like I don't like this. Like people try to, especially traditional conservatives, try to paint this sort of picture of like, you know, like the baby boomer generation or whatever being these like
Saints.
perfect moral saints.
Yeah.
They weren't, bro. I know them. I talk like back home, like I talk to like, you know, relatives who are in their 70s and stuff. They were dogs, bro. They were dogs, but they just got away with it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
there was no social media.
No cameras, really?
Yeah, they sort of they did it on the sly. You know, they had like even here in America, there's all these stories of dudes with like a family in a different town.
Well, people are finding out like Martin Luther King was doing all this shit.
Exactly.
Right? Like
With the snow bunnies.
you know, so
Let's go.
like you know what I mean? Like this guy that was the leader of the fucking, you know,
Let's go,
the civil
man.
rights era, and he's over here, you know, having a dream, aka smashing these. So it's like, you know, dude, yeah, no, absolutely happened back then. It's just that they were about there was a degree of shame, so women were able to keep it behind closed doors for obvious reasons. But yeah, there's been 304s no matter what, always.
Yeah, it always will be there, and it's just a case of like, how much do we glorify this shit versus how much do we I mean,
yeah. Now it's socially accepted and it's
very much so.
glorified,
Very
right?
much
But
so.
like back then, it still existed. It's just that it was shamed.
Yeah, and add on top of that, like the fact that motherhood isn't necessarily like glorified, or at least like married motherhood, like non-single motherhood.
Yeah.
Or actually, you could say single motherhood is very much glorified.
It is, yeah.
But like
They get to celebrate Father's Day. That's how crazy
right,
it is.
right, the stable family with like a loving, you know, mother and father.
Is the nuclear family still alive and well in Spain? It's dead here.
In Spain, it definitely is.
Okay,
it
good.
definitely is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's dead here, bro.
Like Spain's a very, very Catholic country, very traditional. Spain is a weird one because they're actually quite a lot of feminists in Spain, and they're very liberal sexually, but the family unit still stays together. Like people still live at home and stuff quite a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're still a bit more traditional than we are here.
Yes, way more traditional.
Way more.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Because I wasn't sure. Because I was like, damn, Spain is like, you know, a socialist country, still first world.
Yeah.
So obviously it's going to have the issues with feminism and liberalism.
Yeah, but I think the strong Catholic background kind of keeps all that together.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, religion helps avoid a lot of fucking problems, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. Like it's
Solves a lot of issues.
yeah, it's I don't know if it's like the structure of the religion. I don't know if it's just the fact that the family goes to church together and the family bonds like that, or if it's the community aspect, or if it's the shame aspect. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I can't quite
Probably
put my
all
finger
of
on
them
which it is,
together.
but it's all these things together, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.